Welcome to our video series on Sony SoundForge. In this video, we'll give you a quick introduction. In this video, I'm going to start introducing you to SoundForge, and in these demonstrations, I'm going to be using SoundForge version 8. As you can see here, the very latest version, as I'm recording this, is version 9, but there aren't big differences between them. And as you'll see, as you actually become familiar with the software, and also as you become familiar with other audio recording and editing software, you'll find that there are a lot of similarities among all of them. So it's quite easy to translate what you're going to learn in these videos from one version of SoundForge to another, and even from SoundForge to other audio software. SoundForge is now owned by Sony, and as you can see, there are two main versions. Sony SoundForge Audio Studio, which is quite inexpensive at just under $60, and the full version, the professional version, which is just under $300. Unless you're going to use the really advanced features, then Sony SoundForge Studio is perfectly fine. It works very well for me, and actually I haven't touched a lot of the features, because many of the features are very advanced, even in the lower-end version, so to speak. You just don't use them that regularly. So Sony SoundForge Studio will be fine to follow along with these demonstrations. Even if you're using a later version than the one I'm using, which again is version 8, following along should be no problem at all. And you can download a free trial version to see how you feel about this software, so you don't have to spend anything at all to try it. Okay, here's how it looks when you don't have any audio open. This area of the screen here is where the audio files appear when you start working with them. And there are toolbars here for common tasks, and this is all customizable. For example, you can click, hold, and drag these toolbar items if you wish to change their position. So it's pretty standard toolbar behavior there. Much the same as Word or most any other Windows software. And if you go View Toolbar, you can add more toolbars there as well. Only up to 4, but you can do that as you want. Okay, and like most software, the menus just work in the normal way. There are a large number of options which we'll start going through. So that's a very quick introduction to SoundForge, SoundForge Audio Studio, and in the following videos, I'll start going through actually using it so you can follow along and be up and running and be very productive with it very quickly.